Josh.
Yeah.
Out of all the fictional characters in the whole wide world, who's one person that you would think would never get a horror film?
The Abominable Snowman.
No.
A leprechaun?
Possibly, but it's already got a horror film. But no, that's not what we're watching.
What about the Tooth Fairy?
Bingo.
Ugh.
We watched a horror film about the Tooth Fairy.
And it's called
Darkness Falls.
I can explain.
Synopsis of Darkness Falls. When an old woman puts a curse on a village for being burned alive, they find that the children start dying.
What in the world were they thinking?
I don't know. They didn't make her terrifying.
At all.
If you make a monster that comes out at night, weak against the light,
Right.
you're automatically going to make a monster that's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you have a character with a flashlight, that's their weapon.
And how fun is that to watch? That'd be like me going around with a flashlight.
But that's what this whole movie's about.
Oh, I know. I know.
The main character, Kyle, is afraid of the dark.
Mm-hmm.
He carries around a bag of flashlights with him. And it gets so ridiculous that we start making fun of him. Because the cops take away all of his flashlights and he goes and buys more flashlights.
And the reason why he's carrying all these flashlights is because when he was younger, he got haunted by the Tooth Fairy. And then later on, you find out there's a new haunting in town of what this other child actor that's horrible at acting and just reads scripts. Literally. Word for word. Like, that's how I felt. Like, he was not even frightened. He wasn't scared at anything. It was so bad.
It was awful.
And then we come to see what the Tooth Fairy looks like, and it's just a mask. That's it.
It's a mask over a burn victim's face.
And it's like a dark, it's a dark spirit flying.
Yeah. We can't see any of her limbs. All we see is this porcelain mask face.
Mm-hmm.
And every time she comes into the screen, it just looks like a shadow or a sheet of, like, black cloth.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing. And the only way that she kills people is by, like, doing the 3 slashes across their face.
That's it. And it's not like you've seen that a lot anyway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, let me tell you, because I'm a big fan of Jason Voorhees, I haven't seen deaths equal to this amount of blood or violence. I'm being sarcastic.
I know. And the problem with the movie, honestly, is, like, they could have done something well with it, honestly.
Yeah, they could have made this by, like, Twisted Productions, who does the Saw films.
Yeah.
And if they made the Tooth Fairy actually scary, they could have had her pulling people's teeth out.
And you had no emotion for the characters, so at the end, when you get to the end, it's just like...
No, because they're all idiots.
What? Oh, I know.
You
I know they
go through the whole film and you're like, okay, so just keep the lights on.
And the problem with the light thing is they don't even use that concept through the whole film. No. There's areas where there is light.
Yeah.
And the Tooth Fairy just zooms past.
Yeah. I don't get it.
I don't either.
The whole movie was a farce.
For sure. I'm going to spoil it right now. At the end, they go to a lighthouse. Because that's obviously the best place to go to,
well,
right?
it has light in the name. So therefore, obviously, the whole house would be made of light.
Right.
No.
Folks, that's not how it works.
Lighthouses have that one beam of light at the top for ships.
Once they get to the lighthouse, Kyle has an epic, if you would even call that epic, fight with the Tooth Fairy.
She, like, picks him up by the throat, and he looks back and sees a little flame, and he has gasoline on his arm, and he lights his hand on fire.
And fire punches
and just fire punches her, and it was super effective and kills her.
But wait, there's more. You're thinking, there's no way that is all. Like, she's gonna come back, she's immortal, you know she's a spirit, she'll come back. So the hints, like, at the very end of the film that she's gonna come back.
Nope, it's the mom.
Surprise! Awful movie, Josh.
If you had put at least one actor who was well known in this movie, you would have made more.
Maybe.
If you had invested more in teaching these kids how to act, if you had made a monster that was scary.
If you given some kind of well-written story. I would have fell in love with something.
All in all, you should have just made a different movie. Pick an actual monster.
Right.
You could have made like a dog-sized rat scarier than the Tooth Fairy, who's afraid of light.
Don't give a childhood memory when you're young a nightmare twist, because usually it won't work.
I mean, the Leprechaun movies worked.
Right, obviously, those did.
Because those were funny.
Yeah.
They meant for them to be funny and scary. This didn't work.
Garbage.
Absolute bad. On Netflix, it actually has no stars because nobody's finished the whole thing.
Never seen that before, honestly.
Yeah,
never.
Me neither. So what do you rate this movie, Corey?
1.
I give it half a star.
There you go.
Because literally, the 5 times you had to talk about this has just made me more mad at this movie.
We have tried so much to record with this, but honestly, everything has stopped us. It's so weird.
We went outside because Kim was in here talking to her sister. The air conditioning went off. Then, even before that, the batteries on the camera ran out.
Yep.
We came in here, went upstairs. We heard a sigh.
Somebody sighing, which was really weird because there was nobody else in the room except me and Josh.
And then the camera batteries went out again. And hopefully it didn't happen
Maybe
this time.
the Tooth Fairy just tested us. That's my only guess.
Well, don't watch this movie. Watch something cool. Like the Flashpoint Paradox. I watched that. That was awesome.
So, Josh, what are we watching next time?
We are watching Monster in Paris.
So let us know what you thought of this crappy, poopy, crappy movie. If you liked it, don't watch movies, don't rate movies, and don't even say they're good.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Someone here wants to force my hand.